Who are Mclaren's new investors? That's what we'll find out in this episode. Let's get started. McLaren ended a turbulent 2020 on a high on Sunday as it clinched third place in the Formula 1 Constructors' Championship, marking its best finish since 2012. It was announced that a consortium led by an American investment group called MSP Sports Capital has acquired an initial 15% stake in McLaren Racing, potentially rising to as much as 33% for £185 million. It marked a significant moment for McLaren Racing, coming at the end of a year that has seen the wider group be hit hard by the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic and points to an incredibly promising future. But who are McLaren's new investors? MSP Sports Capital was formed in 2019 as a new partnership between Jeff Murad, John Najafi, Arne Rees, and Steve Wasserman, who are listed as the four partners in the company on its official website. Despite the relative youth of the company, the experience behind it is considerable. Murad started out as a player agent back in the 1980s and grew to be a major player in American sports. He became a shareholder and CEO of the Arizona Diamondbacks baseball team in 2004 before leading a buyout of the San Diego Padres in 2009. The Padres were sold for over $800 million 3 years later. Murad has previous involvement in motorsport, buying the Hall of Fame Racing NASCAR team in 2007 along with Tom Garfinkel, who is now involved in the Miami Grand Prix project as chief executive of the Miami Dolphins. Through NASCAR, Murad met future McLaren Racing CEO Zak Brown, laying the foundations for the new investment. Callum Illot has been appointed as Ferrari's test driver for 2021 after missing out on a Formula 1 seat with Haas. The 22-year-old from Cambridge, a member of the Ferrari Academy, finished second to Mick Schumacher in this year's Formula 2 Championship. Schumacher will race for Haas in F1 next season, but even though the American-owned team planned to run Illot in the ultimately cancelled FP1 session at the Nürburgring in October, as they assessed their driver options, they eventually plumped for Nikita Mazepin to be the German's colleague. That left Illot in limbo, and he recently said he did not plan to race in any of the series next year. But now an opportunity has come along to test the Ferrari, which will be driven competitively by Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. During the post-Abu Dhabi Grand Prix test, the Briton was the 8th fastest of the 15 runners, behind 4th place veteran Robert Kubica in the other Alfa Romeo, who was allowed to take part because he would not be a full-time Formula 1 driver in 2021. The transformation from Racing Point to Aston Martin could include the arrival of a possible new title sponsor in the form of Cognizant. According to a report, the US IT firm are in advanced negotiations with the team soon to be rebranded as Aston Martin. BWT, an Austrian water treatment system manufacturer, has been the title sponsor of Racing Point since 2017, but at this stage, it is unknown what this potential new deal may mean for that current partnership. Racing Point fell just short of their mission to finish P3 in the Constructors' Championship standings, but will still be hoping the upcoming large rebrand will attract plenty of new sponsors and undergo a similar development to that of McLaren, who have added a ton of new sponsorship deals over the course of the last couple of seasons. Even though Racing Point failed in this season's objective, team boss Otmar Szafnauer still thinks they have achieved enough to give the Aston Martin name a strong foundation to build upon for 2021 and beyond. To mark the return of Aston Martin, it is widely expected the iconic racing green color will also return as part of the livery. The BWT partnership had given birth to the Pink Panther name of the cars since the team unveiled a radical new look in 2017. Anyways, now it's time for meme of the day, and here it is. And that's been it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. Apart from that, I hope you're an awesome day, and bye bye.